Luke, I am your father. Lola, Lila, Lola.
Lola? Like from Kenobi?
Fuck you.
Oh! You guys enjoying that background noise?
Oh, I'm sure they don't hear it. It's okay.
That's fair.
Let it be drowned out by Mario Kart and our very entertaining and thought-provoking talking.
What if I were to provoke... Those are straight-up swastikas. Kanye West would be proud.
Depends. Are we talking about Kanye West before or after he watched 21 Jump Street?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that's the current news story. I don't know when this is going up,
Yeah,
but
we're really dating this video, but yeah, that's like
all
news. Good. That's like new stuff to us.
I've been talking with this one girl in the Instagram DMs for like hours about how terrible Kanye West is. She sent... Okay, so last night, I haven't told you this yet. So last night, I get a text at like, I don't know, like 8 p.m. or so that's like, I've got a bunch of screenshots, I wonder if they'll send or whatever. At like midnight or so, they actually send, and there's like 7 huge screenshots full of text. This girl's arguing with a friend of hers who's trying to say that Kanye West is bipolar, and so that excuses his anti-Semitism. Yeah, and so...
I didn't realize being bipolar excused bigotry.
Yeah, exactly. So...
What the fuck?
Yeah, this, like, okay, so my depression is diagnosed, but, like, more specifically, it's probably bipolar depression. And so I sent to her, I was like, you know what bipolar does? It gives you really high highs and really low lows and not a whole lot of control in between. But, like, even an unmedicated person can, like, appear normal on the outside. You know what it doesn't do? Is make you a freaking Nazi!
Well, it's just like... Doesn't bipolar disorder... I mean, and I don't have it myself, so...
Yeah.
I'm speaking from just what I believe to be the case.
I'll give you answers if you have questions.
But, like, doesn't bipolar disorder only really, like, enhance... like, your feelings that are already there to the extreme in either direction?
I wouldn't even say that. It just, like, makes it harder to, like...
Why does... But my point is, like, it's an emotion-based thing.
It's less an emotion-based thing and more of, like, a perspective-based thing. Like, you'll just feel better at times, but, like... It's more of, like, mood swings, but to the extreme.
Right, but my point is it's more about mood.
Yeah, for sure, that's what I'm saying.
So how does anti-Semitism get put into this? Because that's not a mood.
Now, so the girl
you don't just wake up feeling like, you know what, today
Oh, yeah. Editing Logan, take that soundbite out of context and, ruin Cody's career if he crosses you. Anyway, so, like... So, this girl, what should we call her to avoid, like, name, like, identities or whatever? Let's call her, MODOK. Because we were talking about that the other day. Alright, so MODOK is the girl who's, like, my friend, right? She was, like, arguing against this.
MODOK is the girl of my dreams.
Alright, well, MODOK's friend, right? The one arguing, or probably ex-friend at this point.
Hopefully.
Who was arguing for Kanye. She said something along the lines of, I lost my train of thought. Crap.
She was defending Kanye,
yeah.
bipolar disorder.
Okay, so she was saying, like, well, his brain doesn't work the way ours does. It's like his decision-making center of his brain is different because he has bipolar. It's like, ma'am, that's not how that works at all!
You know, I'm going to tell you a story now, assuming that you're not
yeah,
talking.
I mean, all I was going to add was that, like, it's those kinds of people who make me extremely mad. Like, yeah, Kanye said some stuff in the past I agreed with. The second he said stuff like this, I was like, oh man, I don't like him anymore. But, like, people like this have their ideas on people, and, like, no amount of evidence are going to change that, you know?
So, story time.
Yes, sir.
I used to have a classmate. I'm not gonna tell you his name.
You want a code name for it?
Let's do a code name.
Piranha Plant.
Sure, Piranha Plant. Now, Piranha Plant...
Sorry.
...had autism.
Oh.
And, he's definitely on the more extreme end of it, to say the least,
yeah.
like...
So lower functioning, yeah.
Lower functioning, sure. I don't know all the terminologies.
Yeah.
Because, like, my little brother has autism, but he's a much
always
higher
forget
functioning.
that, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Well, his only real setback was that he took a long time to learn how to talk.
Okay.
Otherwise, you really wouldn't be able to tell for the most part.
Oh, and like read and stuff, right?
Well, that along
was
with
more-
just not wanting to talk, he didn't want to learn how to read.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, your story. My bad.
Point is,
Oh, dude,
Piranha Plant.
Sorry, this one's on the Wii, right?
Yeah, it is. DK
Sweet.
Summit. Piranha
Yeah.
Plant. Also, it just I would assume independently of his autism, because this is just not how autism works. Piranha Plant was a Holocaust denier.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Yikes!
Yeah, which again, I'm independent of him being autistic, and his autism is not an excuse for blatantly denying a really pivotal moment in his, like, a thing in history that affected millions of people. But yeah, he doesn't, to this day, as far as I'm aware, doesn't believe the Holocaust happened. One day, we had a special guest to teach the class. It was a person who had actually survived the Holocaust.
Oh my gosh! Oh crap!
And so the teacher was like, we don't want Piranha Plant to be here for this. We're gonna send him to like ISS or something.
Oh no!
Point is,
You can't preemptively punish someone though.
well,
so,
no,
like,
they didn't treat it as a punishment. They were just like, we want him out of the classroom. We don't want
holy
him
crap.
being.
So he wasn't even shy about it. He
wasn't shy about it. He talked about it constantly, in fact, and it was. I mean, you can blame his autism, I guess, somewhat for like the fact that he just didn't see anything wrong with outwardly doing that. But
I'd say the autism would account for like
but
the
like
social
you
aspect.
can't blame the autism for just the belief itself, right?
Oh, of course. I'm just
Point
saying, like,
is-
maybe the whole, like, doesn't realize that it's socially bad to say this in
Right,
front of someone
exactly.
who's there.
Exactly. But it's still a bad thing to think.
Oh,
and
for
and
sure.
This, whatever mental disorder that you have, that doesn't, like, excuse.
Yeah.
But anyway, so, Piranha Plant's out of the classroom. We're listening to this guy tell us this really horrible story about the things he had to go through. Living under floorboards, things like that,
Yeah.
Piranha Plant finds out
Oh,
that
no.
the reason
no.
he's been moved from the class for this particular day
No.
is because they don't want him there for this Holocaust survivor, and he gets angry.
Oh, no.
And he, like, sneaks out of the classroom and storms over to our class,
No.
bursts into the
No!
fucking classroom, and starts yelling at this guy, talking him down, treating him like shit, calling him a liar. The guy's just standing there, like, has no idea what to do. Everyone in the class is just fucking frozen.
Holy
The
crap.
the teacher's, like, calling the principal. She's like, I don't know what to do. We need to get him out of here. Eventually, yeah, like, his parents had to come get him. It was a whole thing. He was making a whole scene out of it. The teacher's, like, profusely apologizing to this poor guy. He took it in stride. You have to imagine he's probably had
Heard that, yeah.
shit like this thrown at him all his life. He just probably wasn't expecting it from a 12-year-old kid.
Yeah.
So that was horrible.
Holy crap.
The entire class was shocked. Me among them.
Sus.
Sus.
It's
And
the
yeah,
year's
that's-
2023.
That's the story that made that whole Kanye West conversation made me think of.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I need you to understand how much funnier that story was, though, because I was picturing a piranha plant.
Yeah.
I was picturing like the one from Smash that has legs, like walking into the classroom and yelling, like flapping his mouth open and closed. One day, if we ever get like animations done for us, I want that one done.
Please.
Like that one's right up there with the what was it that I always wanted animated? That one I don't know what no one's gonna know what we're talking about, but I freaking do, and so do you.
That looks like one of the monsters from Monsters Inc.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
This
you
definitely
know exactly
came
which
first,
one
though.
I'm thinking about, right?
Oh yeah. The one that bites Mike's hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. This 100% came first, though.
Really?
Not this booster course, but this is based off of Yoshi's Island from like the 90s.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I could be wrong on that, but I think it was the 90s.
Was that thing in the original map?
99% sure, yeah.
Okay.
And you see how like 2D it is, because like it was just a background thing.
Yeah.
But I like how it's like pseudo 3D, because it's like got like slight amounts of depth to it.
Yeah.
Hey Cody, this we're in the clouds.
Yeah. I
Kind
know.
of looks like
I
like
know.
a weird religious spin-off of Mario.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, Cody.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate
But
that.
anyway, yeah, Piranha Plant. I'm not gonna like talk endlessly about this kid because I mean, I hope he's doing better. I really hope he's like, I don't know, found Jesus or something.
Good for him.
But like, yeah,
I really hope
he's
so.
also obsessed with Thomas the Tank Engine.
I wonder if he's played Choo Choo Charles. You don't know what that is, do
I
you?
don't know what that is.
Okay,
I
I really...
have no knowledge of Thomas the Tank Engine. I never watched it as a kid.
I want to preserve that for you in case it ever comes to Switch, because it would be a great surprise if you don't know what it is.
Okay.
I'd also like to add, in terms of, like... I guess we both have stories about Nazis in, like, elementary school.
This was middle school.
Well, I've got a story about Oh, this might have been... Whatever. Young kid, alright?
Okay.
I went to school in New London, Texas. Like, a really small town. Like, 900 people tops. There was this kid... Or there were these two guys, right? So, little backstory on me. I never really had a table at lunch, you know? Like, I was just kind of that guy who didn't, like... fit in with the weird kids or the popular kids. I would just, like, read a book by myself. Anyway.
Honestly based.
Anyway, these two guys, best friends, they were both really weird. They would threaten me with going in the hole, and I don't even know what that meant, but, like, the way they pictured it was, like a black hole, like okay, so, like, I would say something they didn't like, oh, you're going in the hole. I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, they would, like, make a hole with their hands and, like, say... Yeah, they would just say that. I don't know what they meant by that at all. I always interpreted it as, like, you're going down. Anyway, one day after school, I was waiting to be picked up, and this guy was etching swastikas into,
I feel like you've told me
I know I've told you this story before.
Yeah.
This guy's name was Austin, alright? This was your brother, by the way.
Okay.
I forgot to mention that. Anyway, so we're just sitting there. There are these, like, posts outside the school. This guy is etching swastikas into, like, the stone, right? He has a pencil, and he's, like, really pushing it in there to etch it in.
Mm-hmm.
All right? And he's telling me that he's a Nazi, and I hadn't heard of this yet. Like, they hadn't taught us as early as whatever. This would have had to have been elementary school, because, you know, we would have known this by middle school-ish.
Sure, yeah. Like what a swastika is, you mean?
Yeah, and, like, what a Nazi is and all that.
Okay.
I'd never heard these terms. So, I'm like, oh, okay, that's a cool-looking little symbol there, you know, like the four equal sides, you know. It's aesthetically pleasing, at least. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And he was, like, showing me how to draw it, and I was like, oh, okay, wow, cool. I wasn't friends with him much longer. He was super weird. And then I ended up moving away. I heard, a couple years after moving away, that his friend, Alan... oh, wow, Austin and Alan. I just now thought of that.
I have that exact comment whenever you told me the story for the first time.
That's
Continue.
incredible. Anyway, so Alan, I found out that he had been shanked by him with a pencil.
Jesus.
That was the last thing I heard about them, too. And this was, like... I was in maybe 7th grade when I heard this story, like, from Facebook or whatever. How Austin had stabbed him with a pencil. It gave him lead poisoning or something, because, like, it got embedded in his skin. Mm-hmm. So he's probably in a prison right now. Probably... He's either in a prison or in politics right now.
He just reminded me... I might have even told this story on one of our episodes at some point, but, like, you just reminded me of a kid that I knew in elementary school named Zach.
Mm-hmm.
Not his real name.
Okay, good.
Yeah, named Zach.
I've been giving real names, by the way.
Yeah, I don't do that, because that's... whatever.
Well, I even remember their last names, but I'm not going to give those.
I remember his last name, too, but anyway.
Yeah.
He was one of the most goody two-shoes kids that I'd ever known. Like, you know, the teacher's pet, who always ratted kids out whenever they did anything wrong. Like, Cody has gum... and then I'd get in trouble for having gum. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shit like that. So, whenever I moved away to Albuquerque, right?
Breaking Bad reference?
Yes, Breaking Bad reference. I shaved my head bald. Anyway.
Yes.
I didn't keep up with most of my friends from elementary school, because why would I?
Yeah.
And then I came back in, like, high school and started going into, you know, the high school in the same school district, so a lot of my old classmates from elementary school were just in that school with me, and it was really cool catching up with all of them, seeing how they were years later. Mm-hmm. One such person who was not there was Zach, and I found out the reason why was because, like, in 8th grade, apparently, he committed arson.
Whoa!
Yeah, like, burned down a store or something like that.
This place will not be remembered in the memory of it.
Yeah!
Bro's just like Henry,
like,
for real.
Turns out I was the one in Albuquerque, but he broke bad.
That's so great.
He became, like, one of the most troubled youths of our class.
You've never told me
Always
this
getting
story.
in trouble, always rebelling. And I was like, Zach?
Dude, we've been friends for how many years? And you told me 2 stories in this episode that I've never heard before.
Really?
The
Okay.
Holocaust one? Yeah. And,
Okay.
Yeah. What?
I could swear I've told you about Zach before, but yeah, I find this out and I'm like, Zach! Like, I'm telling you that, like, one time, there's just a random story from elementary school. One time, I flicked him on the elbow, and he started bawling. And he told the teacher on me, and I got sent to fucking suspension for the rest of the day.
His dad beat him, you insensitive turd.
Probably.
Dude, I have a story
he
similar.
was a very goody two-shoes. So to find out that he just got arrested, he was in juvie, and as far as I'm aware, he might still be there. I don't know.
Dude, I remember now. Okay. So, this was also a New London story. I moved away from there halfway through 6th grade before going to Bartlesville, Oklahoma. And, oh dude, look at this high-texture mud.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I love this.
Is this Waluigi Stadium?
It sure is.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Look how great this looks.
Oh, it's gorgeous. I'm gonna come!
Alright, good for you. Let me know how it goes.
Holy fuck.
Dude, the Game Grumps referenced that in their new Frontiers episode.
Oh, cool!
I was dying laughing. I think I got a screen recording. I'll show you later.
Okay.
Anyway.
New London story.
Yeah. Except they did the holy crap line, but they still did the quiver.
Holy fuck.
Anyway. So, this girl, let's call her Macy, because that is her name. I didn't think of any,
Great, cool.
I remember her
awesome.
last name too, though, so, I hope you enjoy your anonymity.
You might as well share that too, since you're just fucking going for it.
Editing Logan, blur this out. I'm just gonna pretend like I actually said something there, but I didn't. Editing Logan, belay that order. Keep the silence in. It's funnier.
I think it's funnier, yeah. Anyway.
Anyway. So, okay, goody two-shoes. I was one of the smart kids, but there was always that one that's smarter and better at generally everything.
Yeah.
And that was her, and I couldn't stand her for it. I had a bit of a superiority complex.
Yeah, I know. I know.
No, I've grown out of it for sure.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, she, I went back there for, like, their 8th grade graduation so I could, like, see, like, all my friends and, like, how they were doing. Since, you know, so much time had passed. A whole 2 years, but it felt like we were adults now, because
Yeah.
everyone was going through puberty and whatever. And my old friend Sean, he... I was expecting him to be, like, 6 foot tall with a deep voice, but then I saw him slightly off stage, and he still look exactly the same, picking his nose, and I was like, ah, man, some things never change. Anyway, Macy, right, she gets up on stage, and, you know, she's grown up a bit, looking cute, and I'm like, okay, cool. I hear, like, a few years later, whenever I went back my senior year, I went back to see Sean, found out him and the furry were dating, that was around that time.
Right, yeah.
So, he tells me that she was a high school dropout. She dropped out because she got pregnant.
I think you've told me about this person,
I might
too.
have, yeah.
Yeah.
She dropped out because she got pregnant, started getting into, like, hard drugs and stuff. And I was like, oh!
Naturally, of course.
She broke bad. She was like, Sean.
I still remember the first... Because I've told you about my chemistry teacher who was bald.
Oh
Right.
my gosh, yeah.
I still remember that he already didn't really like me because I was just an asshole to him. And I do feel bad for that, honestly. But yeah, I was an asshole. Jacob was also in that class, and we just got into all sorts of mischief.
Jacob, your old best friend.
Yee.
Yeah.
Yee.
Just for the viewers.
I remember
Ooh,
the day I think he completely lost faith in me.
Oh, man!
He walked into class one day. I was the only one there because everyone else was out or whatever. I was the only one in the class. He looks at me, I look at him, and I was like, You want to cook crystal meth?
Are you kidding me? Did you actually say this?
Yes, I said that. And he was like, Get out.
How did this not come up when we were watching Breaking Bad?
I thought I told you that.
You told me about the guy. You didn't tell me you actually... Okay, you might have told me this, and I might have interpreted it as, like, you wanted to say this.
No, I said that to him.
I can't believe that.
I saw him deflate.
Also, look how beautiful this stage is.
It's beautiful, yeah. I saw, like, the will
The light
to live.
go out of his eyes.
Yeah, the light left his eyes.
Oh man,
He just like visibly sagged.
that's so
His
incredible.
posture. It was great.
Man, you are honestly a public menace.
I am, yeah. Oh, in high school? Yeah.
Oh, dude, all the things you've told me about you in high school, we would not have been friends.
Yeah, no, I was a completely different person.
Actually, you know what?
And I kind of hate him, but it's okay, because he would hate me too.
Because he's dead.
Yes, I killed him.
The old Cody can't come to the phone right now. I can't believe I just made a Taylor Swift reference.
Sometimes he resurfaces whenever I'm feeling mischievous and whimsical.
Literally. I thought you were gonna say, like, bad or whatever. Oh, crap. No. Oh, well.
Ah, you failed. You failed.
Second place isn't failing.
You failed.
The fellowship failed. Alright, well, looks like that's the end of that.
Really?
That was, yeah, I just did 2 booster pass courses, cups, and I was playing as White Birdo.
Heh, based.
Anyway, why is that base, Cody? Base compared to what? Black Birdo?
Yes.
Thank you guys for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe.
Please remember to not take anything I say seriously.
Please animate this entire episode, because I think it was peak. Bangkok Rush. Sounds like me on a Friday night.
Teacher, everyone must pay attention. Kid named everyone. Kid named attention.
Kid named Geezer. Kid named Finger.
Finger. I laid finger on him. Goodbye.
Me and someone's daughter.
The Lakitu. That's what they're called, right? Lakitu?
Yes.
Cool.
What a lore master.
Yeah.